Mayor, Council, my name is Nick Reed. I am the media coordinator for the Texas Libertarian Party, and I'm also founder of Frontier Liberty. But I'm also a Lyft driver, an Uber driver, and I was out there canvassing with them as well. And so I'm actually for passing this initiative. I think that it would be great if it goes up to vote. Then you'll get to see what the people think anyway. But I can tell you right now that if you passed it, it would be representative of the people in the precincts. Because I've knocked on their doors and I've been in the streets and I've seen it. But also, some other things that I want to talk about are, I don't know if it's really, there's always going to be people who are going to say, people have a right to safety and they have a right, and in the favor of public safety, the government should regulate everybody. But I don't think that people really have a right to safety, or we can use this as a blanket excuse to put restrictions on companies within the free market. I think that that's really the role of the consumer. I think that's the role of the free market, to decide for itself in supply and demand. And you know what? If people don't like the way that Uber and Lyft operate, they can call a cab. I don't see anything wrong with that. But to put more restrictions on it, even in the name of fairness, really, we should be asking the question, should we even be regulating the taxi industry? Just the sheer demand already that's here in Austin for Uber and Lyft should evidence that there's already some kind of public preference for the quality of service that can be provided with less regulation. And, people are going to come and there's always going to be people who, especially growing up in our educational system with very hegemonic values and propaganda, are going to say, I want government to make a decision for me about what is safe and is this driver really safe for me? Can I get in the car? I want a stamp. I want the government to check him out with fingerprints or whatever. But with the goal of parents, the goal is not to raise children who always are dependent on their parents to know what's right and wrong themselves. The goal is to raise children who grow up and know how to make decisions for themselves of what's right and what's wrong, and what's safe and what's not, and what's healthy. And really, I don't think that this should sway any different. I think that this is the role of the free market, and the role of the council should be to protect the free market and keep the free market free. And also, there's a number of tools that people can use today. Right now, the Lyft and Uber model has a rating system that works perfectly. Without going into a preemptive minority report, we should protect everybody from, any prisoner who got out 7 years ago. You've got Yelp. People can vote with their dollars, a boycott, or they can just choose an alternative if they want. It doesn't need to be. Sorry, I'm going over.
That's okay. Thank you very much.
Quick question.
Yes, Mr. Zimmer.
Thank you. So you are, it sounds like the face of one of the petition gatherers.
Yes.
And one of the criticisms I've heard quite extensively and surprisingly is that it's the corporations that are pushing the drive and that people don't know what they're signing.
They don't know what they're signing.
Yeah, I wanted to give you a chance to respond to the accusation that these 65,000 people don't know what they're signing. How would you respond to that?
Well, we had the original restrictions on the back of every petition that they signed. Not only that, but they were told that it was to put it up for vote or to keep the current restrictions. There was no, we didn't say anything else. It takes